We're live. Hey, Space Cowboys, that's SeasonalFrostbite, and welcome. I said 5 o'clock, of course, but of course I'm here early. It's hard to believe that I'm usually on time everywhere I go, but you can't tell by how videos be showing up, how they show up. But I'm here. I'm here. This week has been very, very busy. Very, very busy. I don't know, as I said in the community tab, that I'm pretty much just working on the prototypes. I thought I was going to be finished on Sunday, but I'm still working on it and I'm trying to get it done. Hey girl, hey. It's Miss Edwina Kaufman. Hello, how are you? How are you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. It's hump day. Which sounds so lame to say that. Like who called? Oh yeah, that dumb commercial. I don't know if that's where it comes from, but let me know in the comments below. I don't think there's a delay or anything on here. But yeah, this week we're just gonna chat, we're gonna chill because after this video, like I'll be here for like an hour. But after this video, I have to clean up around here. I haven't cleaned in my office in about 2 weeks. So it's getting a little crowded and there's polymer clay dust from the prototype and everything. It's crazy. Hey, Holly Weird, how are you? Edwina Kaufman says, I can't wait for you to get it done. There are not enough male jointed dolls in this community. Yes, thank you. I'm excited about that too, because that is one of the main reasons why I just got so tired of customizing. It got to the point where I was like, I shouldn't have to be doing this. I shouldn't have to, have to basically do surgery to get my dolls to look the way I want to do every single time, to the point where I was focusing more on customization than the actual doll making process. So I was like, you know what? I'll make my own stuff. I'll make my own things. And I counted, I don't know why in the last video I said 15 bodies. I did my maths, maybe because I'm terrible at math. I did my maths, right? And we're starting out with 24 different bodies. So this first body is of the, I named it. Let me look at my tablet because, I'm all professional today. Let me show you. Ed named it. He named the first line that I'm working on right now. And we're calling it Masonies because he's goofy. And he's calling it, or that's what I'm calling it because he named it that and I thought it was cute. The Masoni series, which is muscular. So we have several sizes. First, let me go back and look before I just talk out my boot. Really talk out my ass. I don't know why I'm like, I can say ass, right? Okay. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. There's too many things on my Procreate thing. Way too many things. This is the worst part about live, isn't it? Where are we going? It's got to be down here. Yeah, it's down here. I was tripping. Okay, so the first, I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit. You can't really see. You kind of see. But the Masoni series, we have adult chest, adult breast, teen breast, teen chest, preteen chest, and preteen breast. And then we have unisex child A and unisex child B. The reason why these are just the torsos, remember they're interchangeable parts, right? So these are just the torsos that I'm just reading off of the name of, and this is the Masonies series. And I realized that the Slim series is going to be completely separate. So there's the Masonies, the Slim, and the Roundy series. So the Masoni series is basically a bunch of like muscular torsos. Hey Sophia, how are you? They're a bunch of muscular torsos. So think muscles. The whole entire body series will have nice defined muscles and curves. The slim, of course, will be nice and slim and all that kind of stuff. But the roundies, like myself, plus size. Um, and I actually am naming each part with some gender ambiguity in it because I personally, a doll doesn't have gender unless the person who's playing with it gives it gender. Yes, Sophia, on Wednesdays we wear pink. Although with my pink hair, I'm pink all the time, so I'm always ready, I guess. But yeah, so I wanted some gender ambiguity in naming these parts because, it could be whatever you want. So if you want a chest or do you want a breast? That's how the chest pieces are named. They're not named by gender. But for the full doll sizes, I put parts of the flower because if you guys know, flowers are both sexes, which I find that really, really cool. They're basically nature's two-spirited creatures, And I named the bottom parts of the torsos, which again we have the roundy and we have the slim and the muscular. So we're naming everything like if she has a V, if she has a V, if they have a V, they are a stigma. If they have a P, they're anthers. So parts of the flower, because one, I love flowers, and I thought it'd be really, really cool. And yeah, we're calling the bottom torsos taco shells just because they're hard like taco shells, and your girl kind of fat. Like I was thinking about food when I was naming them. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But coming out is gonna be 24 bodies, and then I announced that there will be gargoyle heads and then gargoyle plots. And I'm thinking unicorns, and I'm thinking vampires. Like I'm gonna save like all the prototyping for the fantasy stuff for Mad Scientist Doll Customs because this is how I see it. All right, this is how I see it in the future. I see the dolls. Like I say, I'm on Mad Scientist Doll Customs, right? Let's pretend like, hey, Space Girl, let's pretend, right? Let's pretend. And it'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sculpt this, and then at the end of the episode, you guys can go ahead and put your order in like a couple weeks for whatever I made on Mad Scientist Doll Customs. So yeah, I wonder if could we really keep it Mad Scientist Doll Customs, like the name? We are customizing, I guess. Vampires love, yes, I love vampires too. Thank you, Sophia. I'm feeling like this is the community I can rant about boys too. I mean, technically, this is that community. Twatsy appears. So yes, that's what I really see for Mad Scientist Doll Customs. And Mother Crafto would just be experimenting, and I'd be experimenting on my own dolls and bodies. And yeah, so we're coming to a close to the first prototype, which means less time. I think I've been working on the first prototype since May, and like the fact that I'm coming to the close for the first one is like, yo, it feels like, I don't know, I can't even explain how it feels. It feels like I accomplished something, but also like I'm not holding it in my hand physically. So I'm like, I'm not sure. But I will say this line will be coming out right off the get-go with 30 different skin tones. And I focus on the dark skin tones because if you guys remember, I pretty much started customizing because I wanted black dolls. And I wanted tools the color, and I wanted them now. Like I didn't want to wait. So eventually I'm going to update my skin tone like my skin tone change. What is it? My skin tone changing tutorial, so you guys can know how to get better for yourselves what you're working with now until I come out with my line. But I'm letting you guys know I'm coming out with 30 different skin tones, and I'm focusing on the dark shades. Like, what are the colors? Like, I even have a dark shade for monster colors. We're calling it monster green, just for a dark skinned monster green. I have a lot of different shades and stuff like that. And of course, we have pastels and rainbows. And of course, we have our basic skin tones that we see all the time, you know. Can I just say you have to do wing for vampires? That would be interesting. Our wings, girl, you Sophia's my boo boo. She knows what's going on. Wings sounds great. So let's talk a little bit about the materials of the body. Like, I feel like I talk about this in the last episode, but we could talk about it more because I've been researching the materials for God for like I said for years now. It took me a long time to test and test and test. If you guys look on my Instagram, there's a cute little picture of me drilling into a prototype doll, which was just you just take something you cast real quick, and it'll be like literally doing anything to the doll body will be so easy because it's so hard, but it's also soft enough so you can drill right into the doll body, no problem. Like I tested all that. Need fairies too. Yes, guys. Fairies. Yes. Love me some fairies. Yeah. So there's this book that I'm actually going to get because, again, I got to do my research. I'm going to look at the folklore. I'm going to look at myths and all kinds of stuff. I know it sounds so weird to do that when you should just make something, but to be inclusive, you need to do research, even with fantasy creatures, which sounds so extra, but like, things are better when I can't explain. Things are better when you do research, basically. So I'm gonna look up all of that, and there's this anatomy book that I want to check out, and it's an anatomy book for fairy tale creatures. That sounds so weird, but it's a real thing and it's expensive. But I'm gonna go on Barnes and Noble, get me a used copy. Boo boo. Let's see. OML. We on a roll here, girl. Wizards and ish. Wizards, witches. You guys know I love me some fantasy stuff. I really do. So this line is supposed to be, like I said, it's dedicated to you guys. It's made for you guys so you can be like, basically, I want you guys to focus on the art part and then be like, listen, girl, I got you on that body. I got you on this. You want to add tattoos? The body is perfect for that. You want to, like, what do you want to do? This line is going to help you do that so you can just focus on being creative. You know what I mean? And let's see. Another things I want to talk about is one of the joints that I actually am very proud that I came up with myself is a hinge double hip joint, which that means the doll will be able to hug its knees and it's on hinges, but I didn't give up. I did it in a way that you don't give up articulation. That was my biggest thing. It will still be able to do splits. I've already tested it. It works, which I cannot wait. Like I'm a show off. I'm gonna go off. Okay, I'm gonna go off when I show off the prototype, like fully put together. I'm gonna go off. I might animate it just because I can, but I wonder if I'm using polymer clay as my prototype material, so I don't know if it will work. Maybe I need to actually cast one, but I want to animate it. Let's see. We don't have Barnes and Nobles here. That sucks. I do know something like this usually sometimes gets donated to your local library, so I recommend definitely checking that out. Fun fact, when I was a kid, there is a reason for it, but when I was a kid, I refused to go to the library, but I always went to the public library. Always went to the public library, loved it, and I still go to this day. Nowadays you can get your audiobooks for free there. The membership is like $1, $1.50, $2.50, and it's free to check out. And you can also check out audiobooks online. It's awesome, right? Speaking of Barnes and Nobles, how about Queens and Kings too? Of course, Kings and Queens, absolutely. Like, but I have to slow down a little bit. No, let's dream big. But since I have to do all the prototypes, and you guys know I'm doing it by hand. I did download, and it was just recommended to me in my doll making group on Discord. Um, it's the one that, what is it called? BJB 3D BJB with friends. I was invited to this group, and what was my point? I hate you. Y'all get to see me being messing live, basically. But yeah, oh, they had recommended Nomad to start trying to sculpt, and I tried I tried out the free trial of what is that, ZBrush. Y'all, there are so many tools that I don't know where the hell I'm going. It was so confusing. And I can just sculpt it by hand. So, but in the future I do have to learn this. And Nomad seems a little bit easier for me in the sense that there's the interface is kind of like Photoshop or Procreate, or more like Procreate, meaning it's easier to get around and stuff. Let's see. We need to meet here more often to list these things. Yeah, we do. Like, I bet with our heads together, the lineup would be epic. Yeah, that sounds great. Um, I, I think we should do some more lives like this, especially as I'm getting busier. If you guys saw my stories on Instagram, downstairs we got some progress done, and God, it's so cold down. It's so cold. The heater only heats up a quarter of the space, but we've been getting at least an hour done a day, because to me it feels like we haven't done nothing. But um, these kind of videos, these lives will really help not only make the algorithm look like I'm doing stuff, and then also like I can get the work that I need done here. Because another cool thing that we talked about, so you guys know I wanted to pay people living wages, and I was like, okay, well, we have to build capital because we can't afford to pay American wages because expensive, and we're a startup, right? We're a startup company. So I was talking to Ed, and he was like, we can just build it off in Mexico. You can start there. We have family over there. So I was like, yeah, let's do that, and then we can pay everybody um over there a living wage. And then once we get enough capital, then start up the localized team that I need to see here. Like I need to see it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Right. If you add a fan, it will spread the heat. I'm gonna try that. See if it will spread the heat. Yes, we need more often. All right, guys, we'll do live more often. I didn't know y'all like to talk to me like that. So I'll totally do that. Let's see. God, I can't see crap. My eyes, I need my eyes checked. Lil Miss Kitten 83. I'm wearing purple and my lover is wearing red. Is that okay? Yes, because if you mix those together, it makes like a red violet. No, guys, you don't have to wear pink. The title was just for you to click on it. And I'm wearing pink. And Mean Girls is like I want to be Regina George, but it's never gonna happen because I'm too nice. But I don't think I'm nice. I think I'm mean. But according to people who know me, I'm too nice to be Regina George. But can I pretend today? No, I'm probably the chick who says fetch. That's who I really am. Let's make elementals. Ooh, all that sounds really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. As long as we do, or as long as I get the research down, and what else we need? The research, a couple books, because I don't go in there imagination. Actually, I do. Like I do and I don't. I just like to have more grounded, does that make sense? More grounded research, so I know exactly where I'm going. Because here's the thing about making things. You don't have to invent the wheel. You can just improve on the wheel. Remember that. Like, that sounds so, girl, where'd we get that from? I don't know. Oh, Tony is here. Okay, hold up, Tony. Let me read your comment in a bit. Edwina says, yeah, I agreed to go to Mexico where wages are cheaper. And as you and as you grow the business back into the US. Yes, exactly. And plus, like Mexico, like those are homies over there. So, Tony Gadsden said hello. Hi, Tony. See, Lil Miss Kitten 83. I met my boyfriend through meditation. That sounds great. Tony says hello, and Kitten says, I'm Kitten. Kitten's cute. And I love you already. That's so sweet. Y'all are cute. Y'all are so cute. So yeah, what are we able to talk about? I always come on live and I just come here to chat with you guys, not necessarily to talk about a topic. I know some people like a little bit more structure. What did I do? I clicked something wrong. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Edwina Kaufman says, to start with, you should stick with humanoid bodies and faces, then branch out later. Of course, we already have all the sketches for that. And I had to look at so many different dolls. Like I looked up Obitsu, every single one that they've came out with, including the new ones. I had to look at Made to Move Barbie, every single body that they have allowed us to see. Even the fashionistas were a little bit easier to look at. And then I had to look at a lot of ball jointed dolls, a lot of ball jointed dolls. Then I had to look at, of course, Monster High dolls. Then I had to look at Culettes, the Culettes doll, those Japanese doll, Momoko, Leica, Ruruko. So I spent a lot of money on just research alone. Because Karen, I know Karen's my favorite. Mimi, and actually Delightful helped me out with Mimi. She sent me a package of dolls a long time ago to look at some of the dolls in the Korean market. I was really obsessed with them already, but she sent them to me and it was perfect. So I was like, thank you, Catherine. Yes. So I didn't have to, because shipping and trying to get your hands on a Mimi cost Mimi money. You know what I mean? She was expensive. Not expensive as Ruruko, but I got those in the groups. Ruruko, I got in a group, and Momoko, I got off Amazon. That was much easy. Let's see. Let's talk. Let's keep talking. How are you doing, everyone? That's Tony. We're doing good. I don't know how everyone else is doing because I'm good. Let's see. Sophia says I agree, and she's doing okay. Oh, I've never seen them before. I want Korean dolls. I think they are so pretty. I could get it down, but it's on the top shelf in my vanity closet, and it's messy in here. I still have my paint stuff set up from the last live we did, which I have to go and send that painting where it goes, and then I have to build something to put all my paints and stuff on. Let's see. Oh, Tony's doing happy. That's good. Hey, y'all are so cute. Y'all are so cute. Let's see. So yeah, it's gonna take. We're starting off with 24 bodies, 30 skin tones. I still have to sculpt some realistic doll faces, and just for my Barbie fans. They're not my aesthetics, but again, I'm going for a wide range of markets. So I have to go and be like, okay, well, what can you use this doll head for? And I'm looking at some very strong features for realistic. I've already picked out a couple models to just kind of, look. If you guys know Clark Wolf, the sculpture doll head that's like the dad of the wolf pack that I made for my stop motion, he will be available. But if you guys remember, I took features from 8 different people to make that doll, so we definitely have to do that this time to make these realistic dolls. Look, I want to do a touchscreen, but I forgot. This is not my tablet. This is let's see, but I'm super picky. I like articulation. Same. I have a cute idea. Please let us know below. Let's see. Yeah. Edwina says, yeah, I don't see I don't know much about all the other doll brands and stuff. I just know about the mass-produced dolls available to me. Yes. Um, so I've been so obsessed with dolls from overseas because the quality is just so much better than what we have available here. And not only that, like, well, when I say available here, the art dolls around here, mwah, chef's kiss. The art dolls around here, great, but the Playline dolls overseas are completely different in the sense that they have our quality that we used to have back in the 90s and back further back when some of these lines started. Um, and what else? Yeah, I'm looking at different aesthetics. I really love, like, I have actually, well, she's dressed. So here is the Culettes doll. This was the love child of the creator of Momoko and the creator of the Culettes doll. They came up with their own little doll, and you can definitely see you can definitely see like the BJB inspiredness, and then you can also see that it's very much like Momoko between the sculpt just a little bit and the body as well. She has a very particular, very straight, like she has, like, I've undressed her before. She has very straight curves, and it's kind of interesting to see the different types of aesthetics. Hold up, we got what show? That's okay to say. I think they make me moderate this stuff. Let's see. How about some magical girl stuff too? Girl, I was gonna get some magical girl stuff. Oh gosh. Look on AliExpress. Let's see. Yes. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Yeah, Edwina, like, yes, Edwina. I think they call her this, like, the girl version, Florette. I don't know if this was called Florette. I got this particular doll off Mimi collection.com. That's where you can find a lot of Asian dolls and art dolls. Those are your local art dealers. She's not local, she's overseas. But you guys know your local doll dealers, or do you? Maybe we need to do a video on that, just so you guys know. There's other places to go. One of the majority of the ones that we all seem to know is Junkie Spot, which is, I think they're still based in California. So that's another art doll dealer. Like, yes. Sophia says yes. There's so much, guys. But yeah, like I said, I'm very picky about articulation, and so picky about articulation to the point where I I want my dolls, and I've already designed them like this, to be able to do this like real people. This is as much gap as I will accept in my dolls. I looked at my flexibility as well. But then I say the legs, though, is way more flexible than I could ever be. Like, my dolls have Megan Thee Stallion knees. I'm proud to say that, because I tried to get down. I tried to get down on my knees and hop around the other day. I said, "Oh my God, yo, I don't have knees. No, it hurts. Oh God, it was so bad." See, I need to find some dolls. Oh yeah. So if you guys are interested in making your own dolls, study the market and study what people are doing all over. Instagram is a perfect place to find where people want. And you know what? There's so many. What I love about the Asian art doll market is that a lot of those dolls, they just look, I can't explain it. They don't look like art dolls. They just look like, hey, this is my own separate fashion line. There's so many of them, and they're hard to get. They are so hard to get. I pretty much will, like, I think if it's easier to get them, because normally they sell out. That's what I'm saying, why they're hard to get. They sell out so quickly that they're hard to get. But the gist of it is, like, okay, they're more on fashion than articulation, unless it's a ball jointed doll. I would say ball jointed dolls marry form and functionality so well. That's why I had to study so many, the best of the best of the best. I can't name one specific because I literally was just whoever would show me something, if they had something, I had to go with it because ball jointed dolls are way out of price range, and they deserve it. They deserve to be. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. How about a doll with a scar or something? Well, I will say for that is for the customizer to do. That's for you guys to do. The resin is very, very soft, and this is what's going to happen with our doll heads. You can get one regular doll head, which has the same, how I'm saying, the same thickness that you would find in a standard doll head on the market, or we call it the thick booty, the thick booty one, because it has thicker walls. It's designed for you to carve into the doll's body. And yeah, you can do, even with the thinner one, you can, but if you use the sculptor's doll head, you can sculpt into it, versus the thinner one, you can still sculpt into it, but you might hit a hole. So you see what I'm saying? Let's see. Me too. I've been collecting the ones I have from thrift stores. This is Edwina. I have jointed body, child, teen, adult, female, and a particular jointed male doll that I've done up to look like a family. Oh, that's so cute. That is adorable. See, we go to thrift stores, but that's what I want. And now you guys won't be able to, you guys won't have to find, like, those roadblocks where you're like, man, I wish this little tiny little kid had full articulation. Well, I have full articulation available and several different sizes in that little size. That's the part that's going to be really challenging. So I'm starting with the muscle series. Even the females will have muscles, but if you don't want something with muscles, the slim series would be great for you. And then if you don't want that, the round series is going to be, she's going to be your boo-boo. But I will say, I do want I might add an extra series, an exaggeration series, because I consider Monster High bodies and Ever After High bodies to be exaggerated features, especially that curve in their back and stuff. I would like to make something that's marries Ever After High and Monster High in that aspect in their bodies, because I like the thickness of Ever After High, but I don't particularly care for how I don't know. I can't explain it. I like that curve on their back. I really like the curve on their back, but I would like them to be just a little bit thicker. So I would probably marry the two different types of bodies and exaggerations. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to come down later. I don't know yet, but if you guys remember in the first video, I think I showed you guys the doll heads that I think I have a photo on here. I'm not sure if I do. I don't think I have a photo on here, but I have some sculpt. I have of the gargoyle heads that I'm sculpting, that I'm currently sculpting those now, which those should be ready. They should be ready to be cast soon, but there's so much I have to do, and there's so much casting I have to learn about, because I haven't casted enough where I feel solid about it. So definitely have to get those kinks worked out as well. Doll heads, however, I feel a lot more confident because I know how to use my machine, and I can always troubleshoot with the artist, which it just reminded me, I forgot to put where I got my rotational casting machine, because you can go out and buy it, but I recommend you get it custom built from the same person, because he sells them on eBay. But I recommend just you can text them and be like, hey, can you give me the smallest size available, which eventually we're gonna have to buy the bigger size so we can do more than one head at the same time. Yeah, I'm waiting for the round series, because we got all those extra curves where they're not meant to be. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, the round series I'm really, really excited about, because one, I'm plus size. Oh God. So I was just chilling. I'm in a lot of doll groups. And one of the doll groups I was in is in the fashion royalty group, right? And I kind of felt a little sad about it. And it was a question that one of the members had said, and or had asked. They asked, how would people feel if fashion royalty come out with a plus size doll? And the reactions to it was just kind of like, man, fat phobia is even in toys, which is so ridiculous. And there's nothing wrong with being plus size. I am plus size. Okay, guys? Your girl's plus size. And in fact, I'm losing weight right now just to be plus size. Like, I'm losing weight to be plus size, period. I'm completely healthy. I don't know why people think overweight people eat a certain kind of way. I'm completely healthy. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. And I eat a very balanced diet. The reason why I'm plus size is because what? I like to eat food. It's crazy. But it's just, the Roundy series is going to be my favorite series. And I'm not going to do just one body type of plus size people. There's so many. There's so many. And I don't understand why people are so scared of being bigger. And I get it. I get it. But I get why people are like that, but it's more about they're reflecting those insecurities onto someone else. It's about them. It's not about you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I want a good size plus size doll. I've loved Barbie's plus size, but I don't look like Barbie's plus size. As somebody who, my genetics are cute, basically. As somebody who has a small waist, and I've always had a small waist, even when I was pushing, oh God, I was pushing 254 pounds. If y'all saw, that's why that Halloween video, I said, oh my God, it's in my face now. So I lost about 30 something pounds then, and my goal is to still be plus size. I like being plus size. So I think people are so weird about it, but Barbie's plus size body is one size. It's one doll, you know what I mean? With two hands. It's one doll, and one size is supposed to fit all of us. And I was just like, well, why are her breasts so small? Her feet are a little bit bigger, but some people have bigger feet. Some people are tall and plus size. Some people, like, there's so much. Like, we want to, there's a fine line between doing things that, there's a fine line between making dolls that look like our reality but still be our fantasy. You know what I mean? You know? Let's see. Tony says yes. Sophia says me either. I'm glad. Edwina says congratulations. What are we congratulating though? I missed something. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I haven't missed anything though. But yeah, guys, like, it's so weird. I want to live in a world where people practice body acceptance. Does that make sense? Accepting who you are, accepting that this is who you are. Because we only get one life, we only get one body, and let's love ourselves. Let's spend most of our lives loving ourselves instead of what people are telling you what to do. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Was like, oh damn. I think there's a bit of a delay, by the way. I'm not sure how much of a delay, but I think there's a bit of a delay because I'm like, I'm saying stuff and y'all haven't reacting, and I'm like, I don't know what you're reacting to because there's a delay. It's so lame. So lame. What do I have fiber internet for? Oh, my weight loss. Yeah, thanks. I don't think it's anything to congratulate over. I think it's just I lost the weight. I saw that I was, look, this sounds so vain. I saw what I look like on camera and I was like, oh no, girl. Absolutely. No. And that was it. And my goal is to be 190 and call it a day. Cause I was 254. I'm 231 as of 2 days ago. I do a weigh-in every week. But guys, I didn't need it for health reason. Very, very healthy. It was just, I want to look good on camera. And what I saw on camera is not how I see in the mirror. Does that make sense? Because like when I was a little kid, and not even a little kid, I was always like a big girl. Not big per se, but I was taller than everybody. growing up, I had my first training bra when I was in second grade, and everyone wanted me to look like what the other kids look like, but I didn't look like the other kids. So I developed, especially being teased about it, because no one understood that these were titties. They weren't, you know, ridiculous. But I was teased merciless. Ooh, I was teased. It was very cruel, and like, I grew up thinking I was fat for the longest time. I thought I was so fat, and I was 145 pounds, and I was the same height I was now, 6. So it was just like I saw myself that way when I was very, very thin. And then as I got older, I started to love myself more. And being around, just realizing that I was brainwashed for all these years. And now that I'm bigger, and when I look in the mirror, all I see is 145 pounds. That's all I see. It's so weird. It don't make any sense, right? Love your body no matter what it looks like, because it's the only one you got. Exactly. Love your body. And plus, like, having a body is fun. We know that through dolls, right? They're expressive, they move, they help you create things. I think we don't find enough love with the simple things our bodies can do. Like, there are people, let's see, my friend, he was born without either a left or a right arm, I can't remember. And he has like the coolest prosthetic, because it moves. It's so funny. We had a joke that every time I see him, I'd be like, I want robot hugs. But anyways, the fact that he draws and he can do stuff, and he is loving his body. What's wrong with loving our body? So what if got a little extra weight? I don't care. Love it. Love what you look like, man. But I will say it is hard. Like, one of the things that I was really determined to do was I want to be able to go to the mall and find something I can fit and wear, right? And at first I was just like, I just want to shop, right? Like, I want to be like Pretty Woman, where they don't want her to shop. But the problem is they don't carry our sizes, right? They didn't carry our sizes. So I can't believe that was a goal at one point for me. And now I'm just like, I'm just going to buy my clothes online to someone who actually remembers that I exist. People my size exist. And even though it's like, look, if you guys seen Fashion Nova, now it's like, okay, you got big titties, big booty, here's your outfit. Like, now they're making things that fit my body type, and it wasn't like that growing up. Like, the hip huggers phase, that was a nightmare for me. Oh my god. It was just like, imagine a big butt and then something that's supposed to make it look like you have hips, and your butt is just spilling out of the pants. It ain't cute, and it wasn't cute. My mom had to buy my clothes at the thrift store. Like, it was so bad. And then she ended up sewing me clothes too. Girl, you're beautiful and awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Edwina says, unfortunately, I have a lot of health problems, so making miniatures is my escape because I can lay in my bed to make them. I'm so sorry about your health. I hope you are taking it easy, but also I'm glad that you're still doing something creative. But again, that's a blessing, to be able to do that. Some people can't even do that. And I'm not even saying like, don't woe is me or whatever, but more like, celebrate your body that you can do that even in bed. That's awesome. See, I've made all kinds of stuff. You know what, Edwina? Go ahead on Instagram and send me some stuff. I love looking at you guys' stuff. And thank you for those who do send me things still. I love it. I love looking at you guys' work. Shani Bunny is here. Hey, Shani Bunny. I feel like my voice just got 5 times higher after that. That was so damn annoying. Let's see. I have I'll say, okay, yeah, I'm up there, and it's hard to find cute clothes. Edwina, it is. It's very hard to find cute clothes. I have a low muscle tone, and I would like a doll like that. Sophia, you have to tell me what that is, because I don't know what that is. Explain yourself, because yeah, I want to know. Different body types are everything. I just want people to be like, you know what? Today I want a doll that is so skinny that when I breathe on it, it'll probably fall apart, but that's what I want. And you'll be like, you know what? Today I want a doll that's she big. Or you want a doll that's so muscular that he probably couldn't even bend his. Like you guys saw the episode of Dragon Ball Z where Nappa dies and like not dies, but Chaozu jumps on his back and he was just like, "Oh no, I'm so muscular, I can't reach my pack." That was so stupid. I thought that is iconic scene for me. Iconic. Anyways, hey girl, looking cute. Thank you. That's from Shani Bunny. Edwina says, no, don't be sorry. It's nothing anyone can fix. Well, I don't want to think that we should fix you either. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't want to be, what is that? They call it ableist. Which is that's you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be ableist in that aspect. We should just love ourselves. I hope everyone is having a nice day or night. Hey, Letitia. Hey, girl. How you doing? Let's see. Sophia. Okay. Tony says, sending love to everyone. Y'all are so sweet. This is the community. This is the community I want to be in. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the right place. Sure, gal pal. I have a rare thing called Williams syndrome, which makes me have a low muscle tone and other stuff. I'm gonna look that up. Hold up. Let's look that up. Let me just move just so it looks like we're doing something. It's called Williams syndrome. Let's look that up. I just want to see what that looks like. And let's do. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, look at this little. I call kids little bits. Look at this little bit. It's so cute. So little. Oh wow, that is very interesting. One of these, I might have to bring you on to sculpt something like that or show me something. I definitely would need a model for stuff like that. It's super rare. Only a few people in the world have that. Damn, Sophia, so like you rare, girl. Okay. She rare. That's so cool. Like I know like I don't know. I think how different we are makes us like more interesting, if that makes sense. I think I don't know. So one part about being like art school, like this sounds so weird to say. In art school, I was so excited to draw nude bodies. I wanted, and like in high school, that was my dream, to be in an art class drawing nude bodies. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to study because I was obsessed with doll making, even in high school. But at the time, I didn't know there was a viable way to make dolls at the time, right? My world was so small. And then when I got to college, when I went to Kennesaw, I was like, oh my God, they have models in every class. And I got to look at so many different bodies and draw so many different bodies. I think that part was so great. Like I've seen my friend has the most beautiful body. He is I think he's gender neutral, but I told him that the funny part is it comes from nature because your body looks like gender neutral. It sounds so weird to say, but I think I posted a painting that I did of him in the community tab before. I think I did that, or it was on Instagram. Either way, I'm pretty sure I have some of the drawings I did in there. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can't mold, but I can send you information about it. Totally send me information about. Oh, model is what you mean. Yes, totally send me more information about it. That would be great. Of course, I can send you some after the live, love. Thank you, boo boo. I appreciate it. So this has been fun. You guys, like we're about to hit we're almost at an hour mark. We're at the 49-minute mark. So if you guys have any more questions or anything to ask me or whatever you guys want to talk about, we still got some time. We still got some time. Because after this, I gotta go clean. And I'm like, oh, I should have cleaned up before, but it's like I did my makeup and I was like, where you're like, man, I'm so cute to go nowhere. That's how I feel right now. And now I'm like, oh, I'm so cute so I can clean the office. That's we're cute. We're cute to clean the office. Where are we going, girl? We're not going nowhere. We're staying home. I will say there is a place that I like to go. So let me tell you this story. It's not a long story, okay? So when they told us, this is when the beginning of quarantine, right? And when they told us not to come back to the school, it was that first week, and everything in Cobb was closing, but everything around here was still open. And so we went to our favorite restaurant, and we call it the Island, because in Spanish, it's the island in Spanish, which I forgot, but we call it the Island. And we went there and there was nobody there. Absolutely nobody. That's the place that we go to. We don't go on the weekends because I know there's a lot of people who go, but during the week, there is nobody there. You can social distance perfectly. And it was awesome. Like, that was like one of the best play hooky, because it was like the first day of spring break, I think. And we did spring break in quarantine. You know how everybody was like stocking up on bread? We were stocking up on alcohol. So we were stocking up on alcohol, and we spent the entire spring break at our house. Just like we made cocktails in different colors and different things. If y'all, oh God, Facebook is lit for me. Like all the pictures of food and all that stuff. Oh, it was fun. What's your favorite magical look? It's between, oh God, that's really hard. Okay, so it's between Cardcaptor Sakura, because Homegirl got looks for days, and then Sailor Moon, but also just a sprinkle. What is it? Oh God, I can't remember. Pure. I'm trying to remember its English name. Pretty Cure. There we go. Pretty Cure. I will say I love girly stuff. Like as a kid, I was like my mom was trying to, like in the 90s, you wore sweats in the 90s. People wore sweats in the 90s. And she tried to get me to wear sweats, and I looked at those and I was like, those are boys' clothes. We're not wearing that. So my mom would have to take the sweats. Like first she had to get them in a color that I would wear. So they were like a maroon pink. I have a picture of me. I have to pull it up one of these days. And she sewed like frills and roses on all of my sweats, or else I would not wear it. It's so fun. I was like, and it's so funny. I went through a tomboy phase too. And then it's like, I'm back to my true self, which is super, super girly, but also like I throw in some boy stuff every once in a while. And I wouldn't say boy stuff. There's no such thing as boy stuff, but I would throw in what we consider masculine kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Throw in some masculine stuff, but just like I told my friend, the moment it is on me, it is instantly feminine, period. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. Let's see, send it via Insta message. Thank you, Sophia. Let's see, Poma or Palma. Welcome. How are you? But yeah, like, oh God, I was an extra child, just so extra, man. Now, gosh, one of the things this year that I really want to get back into, I don't know. Oh, what is your favorite mythical creature? You know what? I'm going with the first thing in my head. Mermaids. It's the first thing that popped into my head, and it has to be mermaids. Like, something about mermaids just make my heart flutter. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say I'm not crazy about like I'm not going to have mermaid everything, right? But something about mermaids, I just love the whole aspect of like the sea and the ocean. In fact, like I go to bed with the white noise of the ocean. Like I love to hear the ocean and it's so relaxing. Oh my God. It's like one of the only things that sound can it's the only sound that will make me go to sleep these days. I tried a campfire, it didn't work. It didn't work. Although I love the sound of cicadas. I love that sound. But the ocean and mermaids, something about it. I just love it. Yes, sirens. Yes, exactly. I've always had a calling to it and I don't know why. There's actually a couple ghost stories. Uh, so if you guys know, I like horror, but in not what people think. I like folklore horror, if that makes sense. So the kind of horror I like is horror that are told by, told word to mouth, not word to mouth. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So I like to listen to scary stories, but told by a person. I don't need visuals sometimes animations. Today is the premiere. Oh God, we have a couple minutes, but today is the premiere of Story Times with Sapphire. If you guys don't know, that is an amazing podcast, and she gives me life. Okay, go ahead and check it out because she's got a new animation coming out, and she hasn't done animation since she was doing Something Scary, which I don't like how they did how Snarl did Something Scary. So I don't subscribe to Snarl. But we're getting ready to go. We still have a couple more minutes. Let's see. Okay, I sent you a pic of one of my current projects. Thank you, Edwina. I can't wait to check. I have things to do after this. Wow, I get to see your stuff. I'm excited. Let's see. They have a YouTube channel too. Yes. So don't go to Snarled. Go to Sapphire Sandalo. That's where you guys need to go. Let me literally look it up for you because I know we can just say story time with Sapphire. Yeah, if you type story time with Sapphire, the first thing that pop up is there. And then you can see like, look, it annoys me that this pops up. She don't work for these people no more. So don't support them. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Don't, because they stole. I wouldn't say they stole, but they didn't pay her enough for all the work she was doing. Pretty much, and I pay artists what they're worth. She built her and a bunch of the creatives on Snarl before built that channel from nothing, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that they didn't get enough credit and they didn't get enough pay, but those people who hired them in the beginning wanted to have a successful YouTube channel. Doesn't make any sense. Pay artists. What are you doing? Let's see. I should probably send you a drawing too, because my drawing is pretty how I think about vampires. Go for it. Send me. And then Letitia says, oh, okay, that was Letitia who said that earlier. Yes, Letitia. Yes. I love your name. It's so cute. It's sad when things like that happen. It is very, very sad, but it's okay though. She knows her worth, and she went off and started her own podcast and her own YouTube channel, and her podcast it's an award-winning podcast you can listen to on wherever you get your podcast from, which is, I listen to it on Apple Podcasts, but you can also listen to on Spotify. All of it is good. And like the show is even better now that she left. Like it's so much better. She brings like people that you would never even hear about and tells people's ghost stories from their word of mouth. It is so cool. So sometimes I hate that she had to go through that, but we're here to support her. You know what I mean? Speaking of that, I think it's already premiered. I know I set let me just look. Yeah, it says 4 hours ago, and it's a 10-minute video. I cannot wait to watch it. I think it's a story from the podcast. And we have 1 more minute left, guys. But I'm going to go ahead and close out because I got to go clean. Y'all, y'all don't want to know what it looks like behind this. Behind this, there's so much stuff on my desk, and there's so many things on my vanity, and then on the floor, it is a mess. Like I have to clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys like live videos, so depending on how busy I am next week, we'll probably do another live on Wednesday. I feel like this is a good backup for me because I still need to upload on Wednesday. I need to be 2021. We trying to be consistent for you guys, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. So the live videos really, really help because one, I like talking to you guys, and two, it's fun. It's fun to make videos and to be here for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll keep you guys update on the gram. Look. That's so stupid. Let me go. I'm being dumb. Remember, go out into the world and create something awesome. If you don't, you're going to carry that weight. See you, Space Cowboys. And how do we end? Oh, right here.